I was gonna ask you feel like you make music better when you're intoxicated or sober?
I feel like I make the same level of music, but with like different shades. Like I feel like I just do slightly different shit that I would do normally if I'm like tripping or if I'm like drunk. If I'm making music and I'm like in, honestly, smoking is not like really that much of a deterrent for me. Smoke all the time, so that doesn't really do much for me. Smoking and sober are basically the same person. However, when I'm tripping, I've made some really, really cool shit. I've come up with really weird ways to say things where it's like, I could have thought of that, but it brought me to that place easier. I'm not going to say anything is easier because making music is hard. It's not an easy thing to do in the first place. Like, granted, writing music is not that easy. Everybody acts like it's something simple. Comes to me a little bit easier than most, but that's really it. In all reality, I'm like way more focused when I'm sober. When I'm sober, I get stuff done. But when I'm tripping, I'll record and probably have way more character. That's when you start hearing my Busta Rhymes influence and Red Hot Chili Peppers is just starting to come out. Because that's when I fuck around with my voice. Like the Centipede record that I dropped is like a punk record. In all reality, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I didn't remember fucking recording that song until the next day, and I listened to it, and I'm like, yeah, this was a crazy acid trip.
Were you tripping off acid when you recorded Wasted?
Sober.
You recorded
I was getting drunk periodically. I wrote it sober.
Okay.
Started sober on the recording process.
All right.
Then, as we progressively went through, the rum started flowing. We bought a big, come on, we needed the 151. Like it was a problem. I drink like a pirate, so it's fun. It was me, my manager, and both of my producers. Shouts to Jake and Abel, Pair Entertainment. And shouts to Mike Loco, that's my manager. He the shit. So we were getting destroyed. We watched Rick and Morty in between some of it because like they didn't know about Rick and Morty. I had to put them on.
Mandatory.
Wasted was a necessity. Like it was something that just kind of flowed all together. And that was the best part about it. I love how it's moving because it's so different from the rest of the music that I put out. And I've gotten nothing but new, more excited, more engaging people involved. So I love that song.
So, have you ever had a bad trip?
Personally, no. Which is kind of crazy to me because like I definitely have places I could go to. You know what I mean? But in all reality, anytime a bad trip kind of starts happening, I have like a defense mechanism because like I like horror shit. I like dark and creepy. Like I've always liked shit like that. So if my brain comes up with some wild looking shit, somebody's face starts looking all weird or whatever, I'm like, damn, my brain came up with that. That's kind of fire. I always find a way to kind of flip it and make it a positive because if I don't, I'm not trying to be one of those where it's like, somebody take care of me now. I don't know. Fuck that. I trip lead. I'm never the one being tripped sit. No way. That's not fun for me. I need to have full control over my shit. I feel like I've mastered acid. I have mastered acid. Shrooms, not so much. Shrooms is kind of scary for me. Them shits make me throw up.
So the drug of choice is weed.
Weed, yeah. Weed is that's the only consistent. And it's not even a drug. That's from God's green earth. You know what I mean?
You gotta make sure you get the loudest of the loud from the light smoke shop though.
Always. Come on, you know you're getting good shit when you're here. That's the problem. Smoke like half a joint and then you're like, damn, this is stronger than like a whole joint. Chill. What am I supposed to do now? And then you're just stuck in the couch like that commercial from back in the day. You know, the bitch does a pancakes.
Before my friend used to do things. Now she just sits there.
She just sits there. She doesn't talk. She doesn't move. She's just a pancake.